It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see the veteran, Julio Jones. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Falcons and the Chiefs. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. He's on his way. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They're led out by the man from Boston College, the rookie at quarterback.
And last week, that was one of those games that he just wants to erase from his memory banks, but I'll guarantee his coaching staff won't let him do it. They're going to make him learn from it. He really looked like a rookie quarterback in that one. You're going to have those kind of outings in year one, but the big question, what does he take away from them, and how does he improve? It starts right here in this game.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Falcons first down.
Ryan. And complete to Drake London. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. You talk about this Chiefs defense. And they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
And they'll get him down down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. We'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Jones has it. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Short throw caught by Pitts, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Robinson, he'll try the left side. To about the 26 here. The Falcons are 2-4 here in the first half of the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Now it's Ryan. And he will find his man on the outside. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now it's Ryan. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on fourth down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they were winners the last... field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Taken in at the 22. Call that one an even 60 yards. 6-0. And it will be Falcon football. The Falcons offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. As we check out the league leaders in passing yards, you can see he's right up there among the best in the NFL at this point in the season. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. They moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as he'll get this up to the 39. straight ahead. It's Robinson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Ryan.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
Here's Ryan to throw.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a second down and 4.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. The man in motion is Brown.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
Matt Judon there to bring him down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They go play fake. Mahomes.
He'll drop this off to Pacheco.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
After the interception, here's Ryan. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Robinson up the middle.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, This is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's caught right side by Worthy. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Mahomes again. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Mahomes to throw once more. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Now here's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. And Xavier Worthy with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. But the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Ryan. Brought by Jones. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And this one is right through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll start with an AFC matchup in Texas. Buffalo in town to take on Houston. And it's the Texans who are out in front. It's C.J. Stroud with 3. Count them. 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's head to Philly to see what's happening with the Eagles. And that one's at halftime with them leading the visiting New York Giants. Devontae Smith, a touchdown catch in that first half. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Jamison Williams, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. In the first half, we saw some strong play from Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a 1-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And running with power here. And he's got this down to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold on a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
Play action, Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. To throw is Ryan. And Jones hands it over the middle. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Here's Ryan. That is caught. And the Falcons are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. From the shotgun, Ryan. Touchdown, Falcons! Julio Jones from 8 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
To throw for it is Ryan. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Mahomes going to throw. That's into the hands of Worthy. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Here's Mahomes to throw. That is caught downfield. It's Worthy. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your play? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college...
Oh, and now some space to operate. They can't tackle him. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 44 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Again, it's Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons have moved out in front. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
And he will take it all in for a Chiefs touchdown. Marquise Brown, 77 yards.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. He's to the 15.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Falcons have broken our tie.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
Man open left side is Brown.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with career touchdown number 75.
And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the podcast.
I just grab a nugget when I can.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Falcons offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Now Ryan.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And this will have been returned to right around the 38-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense.
And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 3 at the Falcons' 30-yard line.
Now Mahomes.
That's caught right side by Worthy.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll look to throw now on first down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's second and inches at the 14-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now here's Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice. That's career touchdown number 131, and it ties him with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list.
And the Chiefs have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Falcons offense set to go. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop it.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Ryan. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to grade the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds, because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
And he's going to get this to the 31. It's still well short of what he needed.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, this defense just has not been able to keep him under wraps. That's now 10 catches. Ball game. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hand off now to Robinson.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Here's Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Robinson.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now Ryan.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
10 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Pacheco once again.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rice. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
A 49-yard gain. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce from 6 yards away.
And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So these two teams matching each other's score for score. This last touchdown, that bumps the lead back to 7 with the extra point to come.
And it's a heck of a way to play, isn't it, partner? You feel good about it because you continue to keep the lead and your offense keeps scoring, but you sure would like your defense to make a stop.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons' offense at the line. Ryan. We have seen evades the tackler and now some space.
And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense.
And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Pacheco.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half.
On third down, it's Pacheco.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down by 7. 1:07 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Here's Ryan. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10.
Now Ryan.
London holds this one in.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Ryan. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Throwing now is Ryan. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Ryan to throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw.
That's to the left sideline and incomplete. The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's 3rd down.
One last shot for Ryan. This to possibly force OT. And that is going to be incomplete. Well, they got the tip.
Matt Ryan is so shit.